So what? Like the guy who was he the creator of Neon Genesis, or was he the writer for Neon Genesis?
He had something to do with it. Which that was the whole human creation blah. Which I will also go ahead and say, Neon Genesis Evangelion, one of the greatest animes ever made, except for the 2 movies that ended it. It ended so stupid.
Well, and then we get the reboot movies.
Yes, which we had 4 of them. The last one was Amazon Prime exclusive, which it finally got Blu-ray released a month ago. But they were good. They were good. 4 movies. They're 2 hours and something each. They're really good. Except for...
Are they doing a Shin Evangelion? Or is...
There is something coming out, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because the only Shin one we haven't got yet is Evangelion.
Yeah.
Shin. So...
But... Netflix now is in charge of anything Godzilla coming to the States. It seems like because they had the cartoons, though they had the 3 movies.
Yeah, well,
the Godzilla Earth movies or whatever.
Yeah.
Then they had the Singularity Point, and then they got
Kong Skull Island.
They got Kong Skull Island, and they got the next Godzilla cartoon, which is going to be. They haven't announced it yet, but Netflix has already said that they are getting the next Godzilla cartoon.
What is it?
I don't know. They said it's going to be some type of tie-in cartoon between the movies. It's supposed to somehow tie the movies together. I don't know. They said the people that worked on Castlevania are supposed to be working on it.
Ooh.
Which have you watched the new Castlevania series?
No, I haven't finished. I've watched a little bit of it, but I haven't got to actually watch it.
It's not as good as the old Castlevania series. But
I've heard great things.
Yeah, but supposedly they're working on it.
Still high hopes.
No release date, no announcements, or no videos or trailers. It was just like a little blurb in their end of the year. This is what you can look forward to next year type things. But right now Apple Plus has got the Monarch series going, which
it's really
4 episodes in out of
5th episode I think came out. Well, no. Next episode is Thursday, so we just got episode 4 on the 1st.
Which so I'm gonna go ahead.
I haven't seen the 4th episode yet.
You haven't seen the 4th one?
No.
Okay, I've already seen the 4th one, so I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and say the show is fabulous, and I can see why they went with Apple TV because of how much money is being invested into it to make it look as good as it is.
Yeah. Because
but I'm going to go ahead and say Apple TV sucks. There is nothing hardly to watch on there. It is they promote other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Buy or rent type stuff. And I want to say, but for $10 a month just to watch Monarch, it's worth it in my opinion.
Yeah. And as I was saying, within 2 months, they'll be done with it.
Yeah, and then you can just cancel
until the next season.
But I can see why, because Paramount, when they first announced it, a lot of people thought that they were going to go with Paramount. Paramount screwed up Halo, though. I'm pretty sure that's why when Monarch was first announced, and it was announced as speculatory to be on Paramount Plus, that's why they changed it to Apple TV.
Yeah.
Because I remember reading something online about Monarch, and it's like, oh, this is a show all about future upcoming Godzilla property.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's going to be on Paramount. I was like, Paramount ruined Halo. I don't want to talk. Which they just announced season 2 of that.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to hear it. But Apple's done great. It's really good. First episode, the girl...
That ending.
Oh my gosh. But I'm going to go ahead and say, her flashbacks in the first episode, where we're seeing parts of the movie that weren't in the movie, they look just like they were ripped out of the movie. They were so good.
And that's what impressed me the most with this one, because they even used the original 2014 Godzilla.
Yeah.
And especially as it goes, there's some hiccups of the history of Monarch, which kind of irks me a little bit. But other than that, because it mixes a little bit wrong with the comics. Because Monarch didn't start until after World War II.
Right.
But wasn't the flashback showing it was going on before World War II even ended?
No, the first flashback we saw was Shaw getting sent to help the doctor, and at that point, World War II had already been over because it was the 50s.
Oh yeah. I was getting my dates confused then, but because she's a Japanese doctor, and they were meeting in the Philippines. Yeah, because I talked about in the I can't remember where I was, which review it was.
But yeah, they meet in the Philippines, and I had to think for a second exactly. I couldn't think of the name of the town. I still can't think of it.
Yeah,
but they meet at that port. And Shaw's sent out with her. Then we meet the guy in the woods, which was weird, but because he's a cryptozoologist, and it's like, okay, this is a field that I didn't think came around till like the 90s.
He's talking about people being weird when he's weird.
That was my little girl saying I'm weird. I know I'm weird, but still. But I didn't think cryptozoology was even a thing until the 90s. But, maybe, we are talking the Monarch universe.
Yeah, so it may have been kind of hidden, like a hidden thing.
Which, the Monarch universe wasn't even invented until the 90s, was it? Because Monarch didn't exist in the old movies.
No. Well, no. Monarch is strictly a legendary thing.
So it came around probably in the 90s, right?
No.
Because wasn't Monarch in some of the old comic books?
No. Monarch Monarch is strictly, new to
2014.
Yeah, to 2014. Because you find out, because I actually talked about it in, my first viewing of the Monarch episode.
Oh, yeah, you did. I remember that.
Yeah, I brought it up about the comics. How, it talks about, Awakening, Dominion, and all them.
Yeah.
To where it coincide. Have you read the Legendary comics?
No, I've not read the Legendary. I've read most of the IDW ones. But the Legendary ones, I can never get my hands on, a complete set of them.
I'll let you borrow them.
Okay, and I'm one of these people, if I can't read it, if I read 1, 2, 3, I can't read 5 without reading 4.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, each of the books is a prequel to each of the movies.
Hi, Daddy.
So, yeah, if I could borrow them, I'd
Oh, yeah, I'll bring them tomorrow.
Have they done the complete collections, though?
The Kickstarter went off on it.
Oh, okay.
I think you could actually get the, here soon enough, you'll be able to get, the whole collection of it.
Isn't there a Monarch comic series now?
Is this yours, Daddy?
Go ahead and take it.
It was the, kinda.
Yeah, I think it had some comic line.
Well, you had, Godzilla Awakening, you had the Kong Skull Island, you had the Dominion, you had,
we had Godzilla Awakening.
Yeah.
And you know what they did years before that? Halo Uprising.
Yeah.
Which the original working title for that was actually Halo Awakening.
Yeah.
So
I'll bring it to you. It was actually really cool. It gives more of the history of because apparently Serizawa's it was either his grandfather was actually the one of the people who helped start Monarch.
Monarch does have a comic book line.
Really? What's it about?
This is 6 issues. Monarch. It's from.
Is it tied into Godzilla or is it? I don't. Is it Godzilla related or is it something?
It's about aliens.
Well, then it's probably something different.
Yeah, but it's the same spelling.
Yeah,
that is weird.
Yeah, then we got the. Besides that, then we got the Godzilla and Kong trailer, which.
Okay, if we're going to talk about that, I have a question right off the bat.
Okay.
You said your theory earlier was Godzilla will be sometime brainwashed by this new Kong.
Yeah.
Okay, because of the whip?
Yeah.
So I went back, I watched the trailer again. I saw the whip.
Yeah.
Do you think Godzilla goes pink when he breaks the mind control? And pink is the next stage in his power level?
I don't think so. I think he goes pink the moment he comes back. Because, Did
you see he had, pink in his neck?
Oh, yeah. It's because...
gills?
We won't... the only way we can really find out what's going on, because we'll learn more about it during the next prequel comic.
Okay.
So because I think this is another like step of his power where he's getting stronger.
Stronger,
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah. Because like even if you go like because pink is the is kind of the color for gamma radiation. When you look at the Spectre scale.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah. So like because like isn't nuclear and gamma two different things?
On the Spectre scale?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't gamma closer to green?
Well, nuclear is, but I think gamma is more pinkish.
I think it may be purple.
Well, this is kind of a pinkish purple, so...
The problem is, I can never tell the difference between those two colors. So, partially colorblind, so...
Yeah, so it went... It was great.
It was. It was a wonderful series.
So, like what my predictions is... Because, like, they kind of already spoiled the synopsis of it, but not the plot, but the base of it.
Right.
So this, like I said, like in the kind of theory that this is another, not really a subspecies, but kind of a sister species.
Sister species.
Well, it's like where Kong is more of a gorilla variant. This is more of an orangutan variant.
Ah, I see.
And with this one, because like when it comes to orangutans, they are actually smarter than gorillas. Like when it comes with scientific study, so it gets to the point to where like he's the one who enslaved. Ooh. Oh, the Dark Horse issues.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have them all or?
No, I got issue 1.
I think I have issue 1.
I found that at Comic World.
Yeah.
She had it on her wall for $100.
God.
Yeah, I ended up getting it for $9.99. She put a new sticker on right before she sold it to me.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so that's the thing, like, because especially you see the point, you see like you see a colony of Kongs. Yeah, so pause it here for a second. Hurry up! We're not even supposed to be on this podcast. The Real Cuddle Productions is... Oh. Hello. Mr. C, we don't have time for this! The Real Cuddle Productions deals with streaming and podcasts of that sort of thing. And Hurry up, Neil! These are all podcasts we do. Look up Kaiju Review for You, Through the Eyes of an Ensign, Cartoon Nami, and 15 Minutes in Hell. With episodes that get published weekly. Now, let's hurry up before we're found out. Hey! What are you doing? Oh no, cheese it! Look us up!
But, on the spectrum, so he was blue at the end of the fight with Kong.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I think he'll be blue at the start of the movie. I think then something will happen and he will turn pink. And I think when he turns pink, the people in the movie...
he was stuck in a glacier when he was pink.
Yeah.
Because it shows like he was in a glacier, so I think he was probably either... I think he, two things were happening. Either he just went to the North Pole because that's like where, the most nuclear radiation is kind of centered at underneath it.
Yeah.
And that's where he goes to that's kind of like his other resting ground. And that's where he absorbed all of it and decided to break out and sensing a threat. Army of Darkness, Furious Road.
It's Proctorville Bridge.
Oh, that's cool.
I got 3 copies of it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, there's a lot of... Hi, buddy. There's a lot of theories, especially I'm excited for...
I love you.
Love you too, buddy. With that's going on, but I think we'll have that on another episode after we watch a little bit more of the trailer and see how it comes out.
Okay, so there's no release date. It says it's next year.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went ahead and I started looking through upcoming movies.
Yeah.
They have it posted. So the one I was looking on some website, and they had a list of a bunch of upcoming movies. They had the Godzilla movie posted between